Hello, America, and how are y'all doing today? Well, I want to do this here little video, and I would like it if y'all would subscribe to my channel, hit me a like up, leave me some comments, give me something. All right, I'm just a country boy. I'm a Christian. I believe in the Heavenly Father, and I try to teach some of the words of God, you know, and the fact is, in our country today, 100%, we are losing God fearing people. There, people do not fear the Lord anymore because people do not believe in the Lord anymore, and that is exactly what it seems that the leaders of our world want. They don't want us to fear God anymore because they don't fear God anymore. The reason why they don't fear God is I believe, for one, I have a theory that they are all Satanists. I mean, hear me out. I don't know if they're all Satanists, but a great deal of there is a large group of Satanists that have taken somewhat of control of this world. They want to change this world completely. They want to lower the amount of people in the world, the population. They want to make it to where they are the supreme leaders, not just the leaders like the president's the leader and the people still have a say so. They want to lead like people have no say so. This is America. So we've always had some sort of say so. Now there's many countries out there like China, Russia, other countries who are communists who don't have any say so. They have the same leader forever. Um, but if you, it just seems like that America is somewhat like that. Yeah, we change our president, but how long has Nancy Pelosi been the Speaker of the House? I mean, how long has that been? I mean, it seems that they want to start this one world order, and now I don't know if they're just a bunch of Satanists or if they are just atheists. They just don't believe and they don't really care. They look at other people like they're just that we're just like animals. We're all just animals. We're not any better than a dog or a sheep. You know, to them, they are the supreme leaders, and all of us, we're just in their way to whatever they want to to succeed on. They want to be the grandmasters of the world. I mean, think about it. All the politicians. They are all multi-millionaires, and if you are a politician, a career politician, you don't make that much money. And I've said this in other videos and I've covered this, but this is what I really wanted to cover on today is 20 years ago, there were a lot more God-fearing people. And that kept people from robbing and stealing and killing and raping and all that. If you fear God and you fear the consequences that are going to happen, but the more these people convince these scientists, they convince people that God isn't real, then the more people are like, well, if God's not real, the only people I have to worry about is the police. And we know that they have definitely shrunk the police. police aren't doing anything anymore, and we're seeing crime running rampant. I mean, they are. If you just watch the news, if you just pay attention, and you watch more than just CNN and NBC and all, where they want to just keep their narrative like everything's in a box and it's all white supremacy. It's not, because there are a lot of black folks out here running rampant, just running into stores and robbing and blind. And it's due to the fact that they don't fear the consequences. If they go up and they beat somebody to death, or if they run into a store and rob it till it's broke and it has to shut its doors, they don't care because there's no consequences anymore. They've pretty much legalized crime, and if they don't fear God, then what's to fear? There's nothing to fear. And how dangerous is it going to get if we continue down this road? If we continue down this road of no, people that don't fear God, that don't believe in God, then we're going to head to a complete insane society. Well, there won't be a society, because society needs structure. There has to be some kind of structure. They just open the border. People are flooding in. Nobody believes in God, so crime's rampant. Nobody cares anymore. There's no pride in what people do. And the few that are like me, who are Christian, who still believe in God and have some pride. I was a stonemason for 22 years of my life. I took great pride in my work. I did a really good job. I worked really hard. I tried to do the best work that I could do, and have a really good reputation for the work that I did, so that I could get more work. That's the way you did it. That's the way I kept on. I never didn't commercialize. I never, put any ads in the paper. I never did any of these things. I never even carried business cards. I ran my business from word of mouth, and I did plenty well. Okay. And I got injured, and I can't do that work anymore, and so now I'm disabled, and so I'm trying to just uh, do this YouTube thing, which I don't expect to make any money on this. I don't have any subscribers. I ain't even, I would like to have some people listen to me, and subscribe to my channel. I would like for people to back and forth with me a little bit, or just give me some tips on what I need to be talking about. But really, what I'm doing this for is to see if I could just help somebody. If I could just help some other, Christian, or help somebody become a Christian, or help people see the wrongs that are happening in the world today, and it doesn't have to be this way. And for these young folks, think about it, guys. The people my age, we remember. Okay, I'm 43. I remember. I'm Generation X, and we thought, well, the hell, we're Generation X. We're the bad guys. We're the wild ones. And I'm sure the generation before us thought the same thing, and we probably were a little wilder, but at least we still believed in God, and we still had a little bit of character. People are losing their character. It's more like monkey see, monkey do type of crap that's going on now. Everybody's stuck to their phone, and doing the same thing over and over and over again. And everybody likes the same thing. Everybody likes the same clothes. Everybody likes the same watch. Everybody likes the same car. Everybody thinks, that's what they want. They want to brainwash everybody into being robots to control the masses. But God didn't put us here on this earth to be controlled. He put us here on this earth to discover, to see, to live, but live to where we help our fellow man, to try to strive to be the best society that we can be, to help our brothers, to help our sisters, to help our cousins, to help our fellow man, our fellow woman, to be godly, to just be, uh, people just need to get back to believing in God and putting their faith in God and just give just to give a little bit of their self to someone else. Open up. Think about other things than what you see. There's so much violence and so much, this race thing. You know, it, there is no way, and we know this. All of us know this. There's no way that the United States is more racist now than it was even 50 years ago. It is far less racist as far as white people go. Now, I don't know. It seems like to me that it's the colored people, people of color. I'm not saying colored people. I'm saying the people of color that are brown or black or not white, you know, uh, that are getting, it's like they have to have some kind of revenge on the white man, and maybe we deserve it. I don't know. Maybe we deserve it, but I think I think that wouldn't it just be better to just say, you know what, hey, people make mistakes. Things, back then weren't exactly right. It was, bad things happened, but we can either move on from it or we can stay in this hatred. It's like, okay, we don't feel like, you know the white man's giving us enough respect. Well, there's only so much respect that can be given. I mean, there I respect anybody who is out trying to do good. I respect any man who takes care of his family. I respect any woman who takes care of her kids. I respect any woman who's out here with a great career doing a great job. I don't care what color they are. I respect any man that's out here working hard and doing a good job, just being a good person. I respect anybody who doesn't lie, steal, murder, rape, all those things. I respect anyone who tries to live a righteous life. It doesn't matter what color they are. It doesn't matter what country they come from. It doesn't matter. None of these things matter. What matters is the character of this person, okay? And that's what Martin Luther King tried to preach, you know? I mean, that's the whole premises of the the movement, the civil rights movement. It was to judge people on their character, not by the color of their skin. And that's what we need to be focusing on. And we need to be focusing on getting back to a godly nation, putting our faith in God. Because, like I said, if you don't fear God, then what do you fear? Because the cops can't control this many people. There are a very few cops, and they're outnumbered outrageously by the people now. And people don't respect the cops anymore. But why they don't respect the cops? It's because of the lying media. The media just sit and dogged the police. They dogged them and dogged them and dogged them and dogged them until nobody trusts them anymore. And now we can't have law and order because nobody trusts the police anymore, because the media painted this picture of all cops being bad because of few bad seeds. There's thousands, hundreds of thousands of cops, okay? But 10 or 20 bad cops did bad things, and now everybody hates all cops. That's stupid. That's like hating every mother in the world because one mother beat their child. It's like hating all fathers because that one father left his children. It's like hating everybody because one person was an alcoholic or a drug addict or whatever. And that's just stupid. It's stupid thinking, okay? And for people to run in and rob these stores, they are people who worked hard to make these products. That need these jobs. And when you go in and you steal people's things and you put these people out of jobs because they can't continue to make these things if you keep stealing them because they ain't getting paid because you're not paying. Nobody's making any money off of them. These stores are going to close. So the only thing that we have left at this point is God. You know, that's what we have. We have God. And nobody's fearing God anymore because, like I said, you know, the science, we got to believe the science. Science says lies. That's what science says. Science, yeah, they got a lot of things right, but they also got a lot of things wrong. A lot of things that the scientists have said have been wrong time and time and time and time again. One day it's one thing, the next day it's another. Now, they got a lot of things right, they got a lot of things wrong. And the one thing that I know that they got wrong is they know it too, that there is a God. There is a God. There was a man named Jesus Christ that walked the earth who died for our sins. So even if you have not lived a perfect life up to this point, then all you have to do is give yourself to Jesus Christ today. Turn your life over. He will forgive you for all those sins. And once you've been forgiven for all those sins, no matter what it is, He will forgive you for it. If you truly, truly are sorry for it, He will forgive you for these sins. And you start over brand new. It's like you're born a brand new person. Okay? It's a brand new start. And from this point on, you do the right thing. And if we had more preachers in this world that would preach this word, because it's not going to get any better until we get some true men of God to stand up and say, hey, it's time. It's time that we did the right thing. It's time that we started showing the youth that it's wrong to get everything that you want handed to you and do nothing for it. It is wrong to do certain things. Not everything can be okay. It's not okay for a teacher to go in front of a bunch of students and act like a psychopath. Okay? There are standards. Children are easily confused. So if there was a man teacher, he's been a man this whole time, and then he comes walking in to the classroom dressed in a dress with fake titties on, then it's going to confuse these children. They're going to freak out because they're children. They don't think like adults. But obviously, the adults in this world have become too stupid to understand that children don't think like adults. It is up to the adults to teach the children. Okay? And a child can't decide whether it wants to be a boy or a girl at 2 years old. Okay? At 3 years old, at 4 years old, or 5 years old. It's a boy or a girl. If it's got a pecker, it's a boy. If it's got a vagina, it's a girl. Okay? That's the way it is. All you got to do is, that's science right there. That's science. You want to believe the fucking science, then that's the science. Okay? So, see, that's the thing. It's so hypocritical today. You choose the science on some things, but you want to choose God knows what on other things. So, men, be men. Okay? It's time for men to start stepping up and being men again. Okay? Let's teach our children right from wrong. Mothers, be mothers, okay? Be mothers, and fathers, be fathers. The children don't run things. The adults run things, okay? All right? Teenagers don't run things. The adults run things. If your teenager is out here doing some crazy crap, if your daughter has a whatever that is, where they dance around in front of the screen and get paid for it, I don't even know what it's called. Stop it. Don't let them do that. Be a man. Stand up to them. If your son's out here treating girls like objects, then stop him. Teach him how to be a man. Teach him about God and godly things. That's the thing. You know, that's where America's lacking. We used to have God in our schools, and they would teach godly things in the schools. Now we're teaching homosexuality in school, transsexualism in school, any kind of sexual conduct in elementary school is evil. Children ought not be thinking about any of these things until they're older. You know, even teenagers should just be learning about sex. Sex is not something a child should be learning about. This is getting crazy. The world's getting crazy, and we all know it. And YouTube. I know y'all watch my show. I know y'all watch what I say before y'all put it up. Please, for the love of God, put me out there so people can see a little bit. You know, people need to learn. I know y'all might not like it, but maybe you should listen to it too. Maybe you should listen to an older man. I've lived a few years. I've been around. I am wise, okay? I have a little bit of wisdom. Young folks, y'all don't know everything. Y'all think y'all know everything, but you don't know everything. There's a few things you can learn from your grandpa. There's a few things you can learn from your dad. You know what I'm saying? There's a few things you can learn from someone who has lived, okay? Now, I know there's a lot of crazy people in this world. There's also a lot of righteous people. You righteous men, you righteous women, get out here. Say something. Help others. Don't just turn your back. Don't just film the evil that's going on beside you. Try to help. When there's three guys beating on one dude, don't sit there and just film it. Try to get a crowd and help them. Try to get other people to come up and help you stop this from happening. And cops, get back to work. Stop this nonsense. It's time the law starts being the law again. And for all you politicians out here that are just, I mean, literally lying and destroying our country. Stop. Just stop it. It's enough. You've got enough money. You don't need any more. You don't need to rob the country anymore, okay? Just stop it, okay? Stop with the lies. Stop with the bullshit. Let's get real about it, okay? Please, for the love of God, enough is enough, okay? Some of us would like to live the rest of our lives out happily. But it's not going to happen if y'all keep acting like a bunch of idiots, okay? So let's get some good folks in there. Let's all give ourselves a hand. Let's all give ourselves a pat on the back. Let's do something good. Pass it on. You know, let's start a chain of doing good things. Let's do something nice. Do something nice for your neighbor. Do something nice for your cousin. Do something nice for your dad. Do something nice for your daughter. Do something nice for your son. Do something nice for your uncle. Do something nice for your aunt, your grandmother, your grandfather. Do something nice for somebody, and let's continue this on. Let's do something nice for another race. Black people, do something nice for white people. White people, do something nice for some black people. Mexicans, Hispanic people, Puerto Ricans, all you, everybody, Asians. Let's all give everybody a hand because we're all human beings. We are not different. I mean, we have some differences, but we're all human beings. We're all part of the same species, okay? We all came from the same place, believe it or not. We are all here. Let's not destroy it, okay? Let's try to do our best to be the best people we can be and give somebody a hug. Give somebody some love. Let's give some love out. Let's do what Jesus did and give love and spread love. Open your Bible and see what I'm talking about. Jesus Christ can teach you to do exactly that. Sacrifice. He sacrificed himself for everybody. They beat him, tormented him to death, and he did it for us. All right? So let's do something. Let's do something. Let's do something great and righteous. I'm Jason Bodine. This is Hello America. I rambled, but I didn't really know what else to do today. This has went on forever. But I love you guys. I'm out.